So I've been looking at the work of Masato Kato. I don't know if I'm pronouncing his name right, but I was looking at his body of work because he's the guy who worked with the Monolith Soft. He wrote stuff for Xenogears and Chrono Cross, Xenosaga, and stuff like that. And Monolith Soft is one of my favorite companies. I've been following their work for quite some time. And apparently he's worked on this also with composer Yasunori Mitsuda, who was the composer for Chrono Trigger and Chrono Cross. I mean, say what you will about Chrono Cross, it is widely regarded as having one of the sickest soundtracks ever. So, very talented guy. And he's worked on this along with Masato Kato. So, curious. What is this? Another Eden? The cat beyond time and space? Well, this is one of those free to play mobile games with in-app purchases and stuff, and I was very disappointed when I saw that. Like, oh, come on, they worked on this game. It has kind of a cool name and wasted potential, right? Also, no, yeah, sure, whatever. Is it gonna start the game? Just okay. Um, well, I guess we're just gonna watch the intro. Of course, 16 years later. Yep, it starts like a Masato Kato game, alright. Alright, so immediately we can tell that the art style is. I mean, it's kind of shitty, right? I mean, it really looks like. I don't wanna rest. It really looks like a stupid mobile game. But I heard, from what I've read, that this game is not as bad as it would at first seem. People said it doesn't fall into the trappings of most like mobile games where there's stamina and timers and stuff. It doesn't have any of that. It does have one thing. It does have one very interesting thing that we'll get to later. I played a little bit of this game and I came across that thing and I was pretty turned off by it. So I decided that in this run, you probably read the title, you know what I'm talking about. I'm gonna do a blind run of the game, except for the first hour or so, without actually using that feature, quote unquote, which is the thing that's gonna give the developers money. So whatever. But yeah, it starts off. It seems like it's gonna be one of those like really shitty mobile games, but we'll see where it goes, I guess. People were saying that it's more like a traditional JRPG, and I like me some traditional JRPG stuff. And as far as I played, I mean, it's fine. I do have some problems with it. I do have some things that I like about it, you know. But anyway, we got an item, I guess. I am actually... And there's a thing here. What could that be? It catches fire if we touch it. Doesn't have an icon, but we'll learn what that is soon enough. Also, yeah, it is like side-scrolling like that. It kind of reminds me of Valkyrie Profile, at least the first one. I don't know if the second one is like that. I've never played Valkyrie Profile 2. But the first one is kind of like that. It's kind of like a side-scrolling game as well. It also has a pretty good soundtrack. I'm not sure Yasunori Mitsuda actually composed every song in the game. And we'll get to why I'm not sure in a bit. I haven't done any research on the topic. But regardless, it does have a pretty good soundtrack, even if it's not by him. I do like me some guitars. And there's guitars even when the game starts getting crazy, so I appreciate that. Prisma. Okay. The basis of all energy? You think that's gonna factor into gameplay at some point? I don't know. We'll see, I guess. We will see, I don't know. I know as much as you do. Bye, Darunis. Alright. Well, I guess we're patrolling town then. The game just put me at an edge. It gives me a tutorial. I already know all of this, but if you want to pause to read it, I mean, I don't know exactly why you would, but... And now we can check our stats. We can check our party here, and put the status button here. And yeah, I mean, you look at it and it's like, this seems kind of cool, you know? I don't like the fact that that Elda doesn't have anything equipped, yet he still has a sword, he's still wielding a sword. A pretty advanced looking one, in fact. And you can see that the little movements that he makes in battle is just like the same sprite, but with that rotoscoping thing that they use nowadays. I mean, might be a deal breaker for some, but I don't know. We can inspect wells, and there's a chest in this one. It's still here. It was here last time I played the game, and it's still here now. It's good to know. And it has the same thing also. The layout of the game, like you can see at the minimap over there, kind of made me afraid the first time I played it, because it kind of seems like it could have been procedurally generated, doesn't it? I mean, we'll get to a dungeon, quote-unquote, a dungeon, later, and you'll see the effect a little better. But It kind of seems like this game could have been procedurally generated, and I do not like procedurally generated games. It's just not my thing. Um, you can click on shiny things to get items, of course. This is a mobile game, of course you can do that, naturally. But I find that the quote-unquote crafting, I'm saying quote-unquote a lot, but I find that the crafting as it is in this game is really not that bothersome at all. It could have been way worse, and I think it's just fine. Very streamlined, so for people who like more complexity, maybe they'll be disappointed, but we'll get there, we'll get there. He says hero from the future there. Very specific choice of words. Yeah, they're talking about Prisma here. And as far as I played through the game, I'm still not exactly sure what Prisma is or does. As I said, I don't know if it has any gameplay effects, but also... Okay. Well, first of all, we need to get the balloons for this girl. But also, I don't really know if they even have that much of an effect in the story. I mean, people talk about it, but I've never seen the Prisma actually do anything constructive, you know? We'll just get the balloons from here. No, it's the exclamation thing that I want to click. Yep. Did you really have to fade to black there? I don't know. Yep. And we get a reward. Basil seed. I don't know if that's useful or not. Wait, I guess we could check the inventory, but we want to go to Ashtier's place here. If you read the thing that I skipped, the tutorial thing that I skipped, you would see that like green stuff means stuff that advances the plot. Okay, check out this message box here. Okay, not too bad, right? Nothing special about it. Although just kind of gives a standard response. Yep. Okay, well, let's click on the Wind Prisma then. What could possibly go wrong? Oh, is it gonna... Yeah, okay, here you go. If you talk to her again, she repeats the message in Japanese. Or, I don't know if she repeats the message, because there was a 4 there. I don't know what this message says. But I guess this line wasn't translated. It's like 5 minutes into the game. Clean up your act, Masato Kato, or whoever translated the game. Come on. Like, it's such an early NPC. I wonder how many more untranslated lines there are. But anyway, we get out of Ashtier's house and Fane is there. And we have to activate the water prisma. I guess this is just to teach you how to walk around and explore or something. And is that a new party member? I'm sorry if I'm skipping the text too fast. That's the speed that I read stuff. I should at least like not skip the text and let it go letter by letter at its natural speed. So yeah, since there are quest markers wherever you need to do something to advance the plot, there's really not much of a point in like giving you an exploration mission, I think. But I mean, whatever. It's not super annoying at any rate. And we do have a new party member, so we check her out. Her stats are very similar to Aldo's, and that's an unfortunate thing about this game. Also, I'm not too sure about those clothes there, but whatever. It gets worse. Stats are very similar, as you can see. I mean, there's kind of a big difference now, but the HP of party members will always go up by how much they have past 200 at level 1. So you see Aldo has 232 here. So each level he's gonna get 32 health. I think for the rest of his life, because I haven't gotten a level where he didn't get 32 health, so... And Fane is always gonna get 30 health. I'm not sure about MP, but, you know... All the other stats seem to always increase by 1 point each, in all levels. There's another well here. So, I don't know. There's a wall here. I can't do anything with it. There was a crack in the wall there. The wells are much bigger on the inside. But anyway, let's talk to this guy. It was sculpted 20,000 years ago. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, man, it'll always be a mystery. We'll never know about the person who made this. Ever. Never. Don't even count on it. Okay. Easy money-making schemes. It seems like he was just waiting for the opportunity to give Aldo some crooked, some oblique life advice. He was just waiting to have an opportunity to talk about that. There's another well there. A lot of wells in this village. You really need that many wells? Are people so lazy that they can't travel like 3 feet to go to the other well? Hey, I got way less money than I got from like the cabinet in my own room, so it's almost like it doesn't even make a difference. Yeah, so this is pretty much RPG beginning kinds of quests. And I'm not sure that's a great start for a game like this. You'll see what I mean, maybe in the next episode or something like that. But, you know. Also, I don't know, for a backwater village like this, the characters have pretty elaborate clothing. I don't know if I guess it looks cool, but it looks cool and it needs to carry over until the rest of the game, because they're always going to have the same clothes, right? Always going to have the same design, but I don't know, man. It kind of clashes right now at the beginning of the game. Let's check out the well, I mean. Who are we if we don't check wells? There's a dude here. Uh-oh. Well, I guess I got roped into a side quest. That didn't happen last time I played the game. Stop and smell the flowers. Well, we're not going after him right now. I clicked the flowers even though I said we weren't going after him, but... Anyway. We'll be back at the village at some point. Okay. So you gotta go to the Nuaru Uplands. It has a little arrow there, always pointing to where the story is. So I guess we should check out the Nuaru Uplands. I mean, here they are. Now that we're at the dungeon, I think the procedurally generated thing I said earlier sticks out a little more. And here's a fight against these enemies. There's a combat tutorial. Again, you can pause it if you want to read it. It's fine. Um, Look at the yellow goblin there. There's something in his waist, and I think it's like a little like one of those, not a tabard, but one of those cloth things that hang from your waist. It looks like something else though. Yeah, an unfortunate art rotoscoping animation thing that they had for this thing. But we actually want to attack the plum goblin first, and we can attack, and you'll see that the game lags a lot. But the plum goblin is weak to slash attacks, I guess, so we got him, man. We got him. No problem whatsoever. Yellow goblin's a little bit more tough, though. I mean, the green one only died because it was weak to slash. And first fight, it gives us 210 experience, and we're already level 2. Yep. We got the ability board, which we can use to give our characters more abilities, I guess. I mean, check out the ability board. As you could see, the stats increased by the amount that I said earlier. We just unlocked this thing, which was Fire Slash. And you can see this, Swordmaster, 4 stars, board locked. You need stuff, right? That will come in not in handy, but that will be important later. Also, level cap is 50 in this game, at least for now. Foreshadowing. And she's gonna have this skill, which restores all status conditions. Pretty good. Pretty good. The game just gives you like stuff that other RPGs would be very afraid of just handing to you at the very start of the game. I wonder if there's an item that we can get here. Yeah. Ash. Okay. There's another fight against 2 of the yellow goblins with unfortunate things now. So let's check out Spinning Slash, which is Aldo's first move that he already comes with. It's basically just deals damage to all the enemies. It's useful. It's useful. I'm just gonna use it again. We did win, Fane. We did win, indeed. It wasn't even that difficult. And there's an alcove here. We can check out what's in here. Nothing. Good. Okay, and now it's the tutorial of the FOEs ripped straight off from Etrian Odyssey. Yeah. And if you touch them, you're gonna trigger a fight with a monster that you're probably not gonna be able to beat. What's the threat level of this one? Well, after the combat, we'll be able to see. And let's check out the Fire Slash and see if it's any stronger. Yep. It's a lot stronger. Well, it's a little stronger. 20 more damage than normal attack. Almost level 3. I didn't have as many fights last time I was here. Yeah, but let's go up here, and yeah, the monster that was there was one of the like huge threat level monsters, so you definitely don't want to run into him. And here's the thing that we needed to make the cane. Coco Norika branch, or whatever. Yep, it is what we need. Well, fast travel tutorial, sure. And we can go to the Moonlight Forest if we go any further to the left. But we don't want to do that now. What we want to do is... no, not that. Open the map. And go back to... this is the world map, by the way. Pretty cool, I guess. I mean, you can kinda guess how many hours worth of game it has by looking at the world map, sort of. So I guess sort of, yeah. But oh, I actually want to fast travel back to the village. I have to click on the name. And yeah, it's gonna autosave. This will be it for the first episode. It's basically just a test of cell phone recording. And hopefully things will continue at a good pace. We didn't get into the juicy bits of the game yet. That will be later. But yeah, I don't know. This is weird. Why am I doing this?